Hey guys, Dirt here. Welcome back to the news desk. Trying new things, moved the camera a little bit, adjusted the lights a little bit. Hopefully, we'll see if maybe this makes a difference, makes things look a little better. And if not, then we'll just put it back the way it was. But hey, there's no harm in trying something new, unless it's like swimming with sharks covered in steak juice or something. That'd probably be a bad idea. But let's get into some of the toy news this week. First up, we've got a new Diamond Select Toys 14-inch Munster coach. Now, those of you who are fans of the original Munster show will remember this as their iconic car that they drove. This is, again, 14 inches long, has working lights and sounds from the show. So those of you who are big fans, or those of you who just like collecting weird-looking cars, have something new to look forward to. Next up, we've got from Diamond Select also a Knight Rider Knight Industries 2000 kit. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the show, shame on you. Go find it. It has Hasselhoff, which makes it awesome. But this car, again, this is a 1/15th scale replica. It is, again, 14 inches long, working lights and sounds, and phrases. So if you want Kit the car to talk to you, you can make that happen as well. And for a lot of people, that's worth the price of admission. All right, let's see. Next up, we've got a new Tigra statue. This is from Pop Culture Shock Collectibles. This is a 1/4 scale Tigra, and this is based off the 80s cartoon, not the new one. This is going to be, let's see here, 300, where'd it go? $390, $370. $370 US. But hey, it looks pretty nice. This is, let's see, limited to 200 pieces, and it will be available through Sideshow. There will also be a $360 retail version, and that will be expected first quarter 2013. So you want to pick it up early, you can pay a little extra, get it through Sideshow, limited edition. Otherwise, it will be shipping out to select retailers. Next up, we've got Walking Dead Mini-Mates coming out. There are two different sets that are going to be coming out from Diamond Select Toys. The first set is for specialty stores. Those are basically your local comic book shops. If you've got small independent toy stores, you'll find them there. But this is Michonne with the one-eyed zombie, a sailor zombie with a quote-unquote cute zombie. We've got Andrea with a stabbed zombie, which is the sword going through the zombie's head. And we've got Amy, her sister, with a stabbed zombie. And this is another zombie with a knife through the head. This is a rare variant set. You're going to find Amy instead of Andrea in select cases. Now, they are going to have a second set, and this is going to be the Toys R Us exclusive set. This set is Michonne with a one-eyed zombie, Sailor Zombie, and the Cute Zombie. This time, though, you get Lori with Mike, and you get Morgan with Zombie Terry. Now, those of you wondering who is Morgan, he's the guy you see in the pilot episode who has a son and his wife is the zombie walking around outside. If you're familiar with the comics, Rick runs into him early on. He appears in the Christmas special, and then they run into him again later when they're making their trip to Washington, D.C. in the comics. So either way, he's appeared both the TV show and the comics, and he's another fan favorite character that they're finally getting around to. Let's see. After that, continuing with Mini-Mates, if you ever played the Street Fighter Cross Tekken, they called it, the video game where those two franchises came together. Well, Diamond Select is now releasing another assortment of Mini-Mates based on the Street Fighter franchise, this time Street Fighter Cross Tekken. You've got Series 2 here, Ryu and Yoshimitsu, Abel and Kazuha. I mean, come on, guys, give me a break on these names. If you know how to pronounce it, then just in the comments, write it out phonetically. I'll read it. I'll get to it next time. Let's see. We've got Chun-Li versus Hwoarang. Boy, that's a fun one. And then there's a short-packed Rufus versus Julia. So if you're going to want Rufus and Julia, that's the one you're going to have to hunt for, pay a little extra. If you see it on eBay pretty cheap, probably go ahead and pick that one up because that's how you're going to find it. More Diamond Select news. This time they're not Battle Beast that they're releasing. We finally have some specifics on the release packing. You're going to get Vorin the Ram versus the Scorpion, Merc the Falcon versus the Tarantula, Gruntos the Walrus and Tate Reynolds, and Bliss Reynolds versus the Snake. Now, if you've been reading the comic from IDW, you'll know who all these characters are. If not, you can go to your local comic shop, pick up a copy. You can go to shoppcn.com, order a copy of the Battle Beasts Minimates comic. Or if you want it digitally, you can find it. You can go to comixology.com, and they have it available for download. More Diamond Select news here is a Star Trek action figure playset. This is going to be Commander Spock and the Horta. This is from the episode Devil in the Dark. If you've ever wanted to recreate that in some sort of fantasy in your mind, well, now they'll have the playset and the big blobby thing and a Spock, so you can work it all out for yourself. That's what fans have been begging for. All right, next up, let's talk a little bit about the Transformers Collectors Club subscription set. It is now live. You must be a member of the Collectors Club. If you are not, then you have to go sign up, get a membership. Then you can sign up for the subscription service. It is $282 paid in full, plus shipping, plus there is a $3 online processing fee. So it is pretty expensive to get started. You're looking at over $50 per figure, including shipping and everything else. But if you're a fan, you're probably going to want to pick these up. We'll go over them here in just a second. If you want to break it into installments, they will charge you in 3 installments of $94 a piece. Again, plus shipping. And again, there's a $3 fee per transaction. So you're actually going to pay an extra $9 when you split it up because of those processing fees. Let's talk about some of the different characters here. The first one that they've got listed here is Breakdown. Looks like your fairly classic figure. We've got Circuit, who looks like Lockdown from the animated series, got some tweaks to him, so he's not exactly the same, but he's very, very close. We've got Jackpot, another one. And I think all of these aren't all of these like made from the originals and reworked a little bit? I think I remember reading that somewhere. That very well may be the case. Scourge here is the decoy Decepticon, looks kind of like Optimus Prime, but dark. We've got Slipstream, female jet. So those of you looking forward to that, looks kind of like the animated series. And Ultra Mammoth. So a Battle Beast is making it in there. That's pretty, or not Battle Beast, Beast Machines, Beast Wars, whichever version you prefer of it, making it in there. That's pretty cool. I like seeing those guys. Now, you need to remember the closing date of the subscription service is September 10th. Now, unlike what happened with Mattel and the whole having to hit the minimum line or whatever, these are more expensive because they're just going to do for the number ordered. They don't have to hit a minimum. They don't have to, take care of guys in suits, make them happy about anything. So as long as you go in by September 10th and join the Collectors Club, sign up for the subscription, then you're all set. It's taken care of. No fun, fun drives or anything like that. All right, now after Transformers, let's talk a little bit about the G.I. Joe Collectors Club. Now, we've talked about the individual figures from time to time, so we'll just kind of briefly throw them up here in a second, but very similar to the Transformers Club, this is $282 if paid in full, plus the shipping and handling, plus the $3 processing fee, or again, $94 if broken into installments, plus the shipping and handling, plus the processing fee. So it is rather expensive as well, but this time you're getting 12 figures instead of 6. Granted, though, Transformers are a little bigger, but like I said, we've talked about most of these throughout the year, so the only thing that we're going to mention about this, of course, is that it also ends September 10th at midnight, so make sure you get in there on time. They cannot take anybody after that point in time because that's when they are going to start manufacturing and getting them ready to roll out. So no extensions on that deadline. And then finally, talking about subscriptions, Mattel sent out a special note, a reminder to everybody in the Club Eternia that if you are expecting your figure to be coming this month, Unfortunately, it's going to wait. Most people know this already. They just wanted to remind everybody. Mechanic did, in fact, get pushed to September. Frosta is coming in October with Rattler. You are still going to get all 12 of your figures in 2012. They promise. It's just Mechanic is taking a little bit longer due to forces beyond their control, as they say. All right, guys. One final note. Thank you for watching. There are some changes coming to the Pop Culture Network. We've had a number of people just say that it's time for them to move on. They've got other projects they want to work on. We want to thank them. Sweenholic, Ryan Porter, Chris Vent, Alan Price. We thank them all for everything that they've given us here at Pop Culture Network. They just said it's time to, stretch their wings out a little bit and fly off. And so we thank them all for that. We do have the new toy column from Nick, the toy columnist. Right now, it's just called Nick's Toy Column. We're going to let it run for a while, see if a name kind of brings itself out. If you can think of a good one, make sure you stop by the message boards and drop that in. Also, we're going to be making some changes to some of the other shows on the Pop Culture Network. We're probably still going to do It Figures. Video Game Losers is going to change format a little bit. It's going to become more oriented on reviews, less on the news and the list of upcoming releases, though we may still cover those a little bit. But mostly it's going to be about the reviews and be review-centric. So if they're classic retro games you want to see reviewed, make sure you stop by jointheforums.com, the official forums of the Pop Culture Network, and you can always leave your recommendations there. And then I guess that's about it for now. Just stay tuned to popculturenetwork.com. We made some updates to the site, so hopefully it loads a little faster and a little easier to navigate through. You won't get timeout errors like you used to. Everything should load fine. So make sure you stop by, check out all the great stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.